Today is Saturday, October 29th. It's about 5:30. We're going to take a ride on the Rascal Cats with our neighbors, just to go check out the scenes in the canals. We did it the day after the storm, so it's been about a month, just over a month. So we're going to go take a ride.
Hi everyone. Sorry for the quiet video, but we had music on the boat and I didn't want a YouTube strike. This particular house we're showing has been kind of semi-abandoned. This boat was in the lift for 2 years, looked like it hadn't been moved forever. After the storm, it was down about 4 houses on the opposite side of the canal. Somebody brought it back here and then it sank. So there it remains tied to the falling down dock. We're going out just to see. It's been 1 month since the hurricane, and we thought we'd see how many boats have been removed, which are a lot. There used to be one laying right there in that brown spot there on the lawn. And we look to the left and we see that boat is that first one right there with the white top and the blue hull. That was laying up there, so it's back home in its lift. So I'll try to jump in here and there and add some commentary. Thanks to everyone for watching, trying to grow the channel. We really appreciate it. Here we decided to take a look over here. I thought that was a sailboat mast laying there, thinking that it was a sailboat sunken behind the 400 Sea Ray Sundancer in the lift. But as we got closer, we could see it was the canopy for that lift. So, my mistake. This blue boat here on the left, we're going to try to keep an eye on it because we really like to see how they remove that, what barge and what crane they bring in. We're estimating that it's probably like a 60, 62 footer. And it's going to be pretty interesting, I think, to see the cranes lift that and get it off and put it back into the water. We're going to try to keep an eye on it so we can be present for that and try to video it for everybody. But it's really something how that thing is up there. Here on the left is a large Boat US barge with a pretty good sized crane on there. You see they've got one boat loaded up onto the barge. I'm sure that size crane is going to be quite helpful for some of these larger boats to get back into the water. That's probably one of the larger ones we've seen so far. In front of the barge, or from our angle behind the barge, you see that tall sailboat mast. That sailboat was completely sunken. All you saw was the mast sticking out of the water going back a few weeks and right after the storm. You could see when we get past it, the entire thing is just brown and dirty. But it was sunk, it was underwater. There was only about a foot of the boat showing, and then the mast sticking out of the water. You'll notice here how high this dock has been pulled out of the water. Probably about 3 feet, I'd say. There's one further down we're going to see that's really been pulled up, probably maybe 5 or 6 feet. The ripples you see in front of the boat right there was a dolphin that just popped up. We tried to get it on camera, but I think we've missed him. There he is on the left there, just popped This blue boat here on the left, on the lift, the blue and white one, this was down about a quarter of a mile down the canal the way we just came, up on someone's lawn. It had been there for quite some time, so obviously they were able to remove it and bring it back home to its lift. We'll pan over there now. He's really nice house. One of our favorites coming in, but look what happened to his dock here. The storm just pulled it right up. I mean, that's got to be up probably a good 5 feet from where it should be. That's a shame. A lot of insurances don't cover the dock either, which is really terrible. Feel sorry for the guy. This big blue sea ray here on the right, this was down this canal quite a ways. It had a dock tied to it, and you'll see up on the bow there's two big holes right through the hull, right where the windows were on the port side on the right, viewing it. Obviously also some damage on the starboard side here. I think that's his air conditioning running. You see the water coming out the stern. It doesn't look like a typical generator, and we didn't hear any engine noise, so he might be trying to dehumidify the cabin with the AC running. Unless that's a bilge pump and he's got a really bad leak. But nice boat, but it's got some definitely got some damage on it. The swim platform's kind of semi-detached from the back of the boat. Here on the right, in this pile of dock that's out here, this is where that big blue sea ray wound up. It was tied to these docks, or it took some of the dock with it, but it was tied right here into this pile of rubble. That's where it wound up, and I guess they secured it so it didn't float away any further. And obviously it's back home now. Coming up here on the right, you're going to see this blue formula up on the lift. Well, that boat was there first. Those folks had their boat there. Now on the left of that, you'll see that house is being built there. And he built his dock in such a way that, I don't know, I kind of thought it was a little bit rude. How is that guy going to get his boat out of his own slip? He left him very little access there to get out. You know, it's just, I don't know. I thought it was a little bit rude myself. I'll try to get you, hopefully we'll have a better angle when we come back in. But it's just surprised me that they built it that way. This dock here on the right is brand new. As you can see, the empty lot, they haven't even built the house yet. They built the dock first. So it's literally brand new. It's only been finished maybe even maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the storm got here. And it's not in such good shape now. Down on the right-hand side, you'll see a large boat there, yellow and white. I believe it to be a 72 Viking. That boat was not here for the storm. We came down this way and the boat had been removed, which was a good decision on his part. This large house here has taken forever to build. I mean, a long, long, long time. Construction seems to just halt all the time. It's rumored to be one of the electronic game developers' homes. Fortnite or something along those lines. That's what the rumor is, anyway. I have nothing to base that on. You see here a couple of cranes parked on the street here. I don't think they're large enough to move this next boat up on the left, but I could be wrong. We like to keep tabs on this one because I love to see how they pull this one out of the marsh and off the ground. It's in pretty far. I mean, it's pretty close to the houses. I'm gonna guess they're just gonna have to drag it, I guess, to some point. But it would be very interesting to see them remove that. Hopefully we'll be able to catch it. We don't go out that much. It's probably been a month, obviously, since we took the boat out. We took one ride after the hurricane, and then this is only our second boat ride since the hurricane. These two boats have both been there. They haven't obviously gotten them out yet. But on the ride out, we've noticed, several boats have definitely been removed. There was a lot more carnage visible. This is the dock where that brown boat was. It came loose and wound up where it is now. This is a piece of wood, maybe some old dock sticking out of the water. We're taking a quick ride just down to Sanibel Causeway Bridge and back. Out here you'll notice a few barges, cranes, and I think a Coast Guard boat over there, as they've all been working on the bridge. Remember, that was closed after the storm. It had washed away some of the areas down by the Causeway Islands. So there's a lot of construction equipment over there. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching and liking and subscribing our videos. We're trying to keep the content coming. We're going to try to get some of those larger boats when they get removed. Hopefully we'll catch it. And we're going to try to keep the channel growing. Thanks for all your help. We really appreciate it.